Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have Izzet Speed Tezzeret. Izzet Speed Tezzeret, where you play Tezzeret the Gruul Captain, a 3 mana planeswalker with 4 loyalty, and the main goal is to use the ultimate with this card. The ultimate is -7, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3+1/+1 counter on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. So basically making a lot of our tokens becoming creatures. And yeah, so Tezzeret by itself cannot use one of his abilities to get loyalty, because whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret. That is the way we basically get loyalty counters on this card. And for 0 we can untap an artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. For -3 we can search our library for an artifact card. With mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. We have many cards that are cheap, and we have many ways to actually get a lot of artifacts in play, because even tokens will trigger the Gruul Captain. So let's have a look at some cards. You of course play Weapons Manufacturing, a 2 mana enchantment. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munition. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. So we play an artifact, we get an artifact token, which is already 2 loyalty. We also play Pinnacle Emissary, which is a 3 mana 3/3 with Warp 1. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can block only creatures flying. Let's say on turn 3 we have this one, we play this +2 artifact. It's basically getting 2 triggers of the emissary and getting 2 triggers of the manufacturing. So plus the 2 cards we play is already 6 loyalty of Tezzeret. You see what I mean? It can go crazy fast. Then we also play Halia here, Guided by the Light, which is not an artifact, but we can warp it for 1. It's a 3 mana 3/3 for free usually, but whenever Halia or not a creature or artifact, and this is the important part, or artifact, you control enters, you gain 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you gain 3 or more life this turn. So as you can see, we definitely have many ways to get the life and the draw going with this card. Since we play Tezzeret, we also have a lot of 1 mana spells to find with Tezzeret. We have definitely 4 Duskrow's Reliquary, which is a 1 mana artifact, where as an additional cost to cast this spell, you sacrifice an artifact or creature, which is still nice because we can sacrifice our munition and do 2 damage. And when this enters, it has Ward 2, and when this enters, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Okay, really nice, right? We play 2 Market Gnomes here, which is a 1 mana 0/3, a good blocker, really nice against these 1/1s, and you don't want to kill them, or Nemesis or something like this. And when this creature dies, you gain 1 life and draw a card. When this creature is exiled from the battlefield, while you're activating a craft ability, you gain 1 life and draw a card. We don't have craft, but yeah. We can also find the Synthesizer Labship, which is a 1 mana station spacecraft. For +2, we have at the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying until the end of turn. Another way to use our munition or our card to attack. And for 9 on the station, it's a flying vigilance 4/4 creature. We play 2 Clockwork Percussionist, I think, a 1 mana 1/1 haste artifact creature. When this creature dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Can be more aggressive. We play 2 Rust Harvester, it's a 1 mana 1/1 of Menace, also an artifact creature, and for 2 we can tap this and exile an artifact card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. This gives us also even more reach, and you can also untap this of course with the Tezzeret and shoot it twice, which is really nice. We also play 3 Torture Tower here, just as a removal spell, and also really nice the bargain, you can sacrifice an artifact, right, which can be the munition. We play the Ghost Vacuum here. We need cards to get rid of certain cards in the graveyard. Also 1 mana artifact here to get access with Tezzeret. Then we have some other removal spells. We play 2 Chainsaws here, a 2 mana artifact equipment. When this equipment enters, it deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creatures. So here we have a way to deal 3 damage. And when 1 or more creature die, put a ref counter on this equipment. Equipped creature gets +X/+0, where X is the number of ref counters on this equipment, and equip cost is 3. This can actually get quite big as well, which is super nice. Then we play 4 Legion Extruder here, which is a 2 mana artifact. When this artifact ends, it deals 2 damage to any target. So also a way to remove certain cards. And we can pay 2 and tap this and sacrifice another artifact to create a 3/3 Colorless Golem artifact creature. And again, this would trigger the Tezzeret, then we could sacrifice again, trigger. We can also sacrifice our munition, which is super good, of course. We also play a 2 of Ragost, Deft, Gastronaut here at 2 mana 2/2. Artifacts you control are food in addition to their other types and have 2. Sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life. And for 1, you can sacrifice a food. Ragost deal 3 damage to each opponent at the beginning of each end step if you gained life this turn, untap Ragost. And all our artifacts are foods, right? So we can just use the munition, sacrifice it, gain life, shoot, untap Ragost. So this card can really reach a lot. And on top of that, we have 2 Voyage Home here, a 7 mana affinity 4 artifact. You draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. Just to refill our hand if we don't have Halia. I really like this card. I think it fits perfectly in this type of deck. Mana base is quite simple. We run 1 Fountainport, have the starting town due to our JESKAI setup, and yeah, the rest is quite obvious. I think this deck is super powerful. Again, the main goal here is to use Tezzeret Ultimate. We want to go there, and Weapon Manufacturing and Emissary are really 2 strong cards to enable Tezzeret really fast. And we have a quite diverse 1 slot here, which is really important in best of 1. And yeah, I really like this deck. You will see the deck is really strong, really strong. And yeah, if you like my content, if you like my decks, if you like what I do, feel free to subscribe and like this video. And you can always reach out to me in Discord or on Twitter. I always write back to you guys, and I really love to see all these deck ideas you sometimes send me and talk about it. So yeah, feel free to do. And yeah, I wish you all fun with these games. Definitely a good watch. This is our hand. We're gonna keep this hand. We're gonna keep this hand. We're gonna start with this one just to poke in some damage, and then we go with Manufacturing Harvester, and we have many different plays we can do here. This could be control. Okay, keep pushing. Keep pushing. If they ever get lost, it's painful. But I can see them play the get lost. Can definitely see them do that. They may sacrifice, they may counter this. It would be a bit too much. Okay. We try to get as much as we can here. Try to get as much as we can. We do get a lot of tokens. They also have maybe Helix. But turn 3 our board is huge. A huge turn 3 board. Which is nice. Okay, they are looking for answers here because they already see what we have. Now we just need a way to sacrifice our tokens. I know they have bot vibes, so just gonna attack here and then pass. There could be a Wrath, of course. At least we're gonna draw. But we have to keep the discard here. Ah, this is the 4-color pile, huh? Okay, we're gonna attack first. Pushing the damage here again. Try to push the damage because I really want to use a Voyage here. I'm gonna use it. They may have a counter, which I cannot do too much. Okay, that's quite good. And now we have a way to sacrifice tokens as well. So they have to shoot face now. They have to shoot the face. They have 12 life. They could play a dragon here. Okay, so how do we do this? We're gonna draw a card for sure. Because Ultima is quite annoying. Because it ends the turn, which we do not like. So we don't get the triggers. Yeah. Let's just hope we dodge another Ultima. But if they have it, they have it. Double Ultima is hard to play around. Really hard to play around. And if they don't have it, then yeah, we have a lot of damage. Okay, no double Ultima, which is really good for me. So what do they bounce here, right? Like, what is your bounce target? Like tokens? Yeah. I'm not sure if you want to bounce that one. It's a bit weird, I think. Okay, let's start off with this. I don't want to commit too much here. Also still want to have some damage up. Yeah, you see, this is really, really powerful. And we're gonna draw a card end of turn, which is super nice. It's going off. It's going off absolutely crazy. Yeah, Ultima is not nice, but yeah, we get these cards here outside in the warp zone, which is important in case they have an Ultima. Okay, they're on 6 life, so we're gonna ping them again. What are you gonna do? Double weapons manufacturing is so brutally strong here, as you can see. Yeah, just gonna shoot here. Now they maybe have Helix. Oh, that's a good draw, actually. We're gonna attack first. So they need something here. Okay. They're probably gonna bounce our attackers. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, let's see how they do it. Area life is important, so they cannot just... I can kill this though. 3, 2, 5. Shoot it again. Which I still think I have to do it. I don't have lethal yet. But do we care about the dragon? I don't think we care. Okay, let's see what we get here first. Another land. Yeah, we just go face here. We're gonna keep up the torch here just to have additional power. We don't need the weapons manufacturing right now. And then we end the turn. That dragon, yeah, okay. So they're on 5 life. We have 6 tokens. And we can shoot here, so we put in another 2 on opponent. They would go in 3. I can also shoot my Halia to dodge a potential Helix here. But I have a lot of gain life situations. This one... I do want to stop them from getting the life. Which is what we do. They have 5. They cannot really attack here. So we're gonna try shoot face here. Yeah, that should be enough. Shoot face. Sacrifice, sacrifice. So we managed to get through. And yeah, GG. Yeah, we keep this. I have to say, we're gonna shock here. Cannot have this card here. We need to remove ASAP. Okay, dragon. Probably have one. Have no dragon. That's pretty good. So I wish I can play this one first. No, the question is, can we or can we not? Now we cannot. I need to find that card though. We have 2 Tezzerets, so it's kinda okay, I guess. It does soak some damage. If I find a land, it would be perfect. Like, finding a land is the best case scenario here. Untapped land. Okay. I had to be more specific. Sometimes you have to be. Okay. Can I play Tezzeret? I definitely want to get rid of both. Cannot play Tezzeret, so we have to use Duskro's Reliquary here. I can play this first. Which I think we have to. Just to be safe. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of Sarkhan. Okay. And then we're gonna get rid of Nemesis. We're creating quite a lot of tokens. They could have the haste flyer, so we're gonna keep one here. Maybe we should have kept both, actually. Yeah, I think we should have kept both. Okay, let's see how we do this next turn. We can get rid of the land, can we? Yeah. Have to do it.
Even the smallest trinket has its use.
Okay. And then we get rid of the Sanctuary, which is what we have to do. I wish I could have played it differently, of course, but yeah, what do you want to do? We will not attack here because they probably get a haster. Yeah.
My will is my vow to your new overlord.
So we have a block if they play the dragon, which is really important here. They get rid of one. Yeah, we have to block this, of course. Okay, so we want to have as many possible blockers now as we can. So first of all, I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
All too easy. My network is already.
I think we have to double it here. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry.
Bow to your new overlord. There is no sin.
But we're gonna minus here.
No metal escapes my will.
How much do we have? I cannot see it. It's a bit too small, huh? But yeah, we still have quite a lot we can do here.
My will is my own.
We still have a 4/4 flyer, which is quite good. I'm not too happy here with the way it tapped the mana. But they're on 7. If they attack here, it's over anyways. If they play this card, then it's over. Okay. I am forced to block. I am forced to block here, but that's okay. And GG. That was a good game. There's a keep. That is a keep. I do need to find cards though. Like any cheap. Like this is a good one. It's a really good one. Because this one will give me a token for the weapons manufacturer, which we can use for the Duskrows. So pretty strong. Pretty strong. And it will give me a blocker for the bird. Lizards. Okay. Yeah, sure. Both quite annoying, but we can get rid of them. Taking damage. I wish I can do it later, but sometimes I have to do it early. Sometimes you need to survive. Sometimes we need to survive. That's all that matters. We got rid of the entire board while still having quite a lot here. Which of course is really nice. We're just gonna use this to also do this. Okay, we already have 7 here on this one. If we find a mana, we have Tezzeret and another reliquary. Like, this is a really board state. Like, this board state is brutal. Like, brutal. So let's see what we find. Not a land, but that's good enough for me. I can also just play this one. But in this position, I think we're just gonna draw. Okay. We have a 4/4 flyer that can attack. Going in. Yeah, this is it's so powerful. If you got weapons manufacturing like this, it's just so powerful. My god. We have to mull this. I wish I can keep it. It's quite a lot of red mana on our hand. At least we have these two. I maybe have to use this early on here. It would be good for this, but I have the feeling I need to use this to sacrifice. Because I see mono red here. Yeah. I'm not too happy with this, but we have to do it. Definitely not perfect. Definitely drawing a red source here would be way better. But then again, we're also on the draw. And we have 3 red cards in our hand. 3 red cards in our hand. If we find a red land here, we are definitely powerful. So let's hope we find that red source. If they don't do anything here, I am quite happy. Another mouse, okay. Yeah, that's fine. They already played their land. I cannot block it though. So let's try to find that red land. It's not a red land, but... Alright, cancel. Well, I'm not happy about this, of course. If we would have a red source here, we would also have a token for the manufacturing, Right now we're just doing really bad work. But if they cannot do anything too, well, that's quite funny. Can we find a red land? Well, we don't do anything, it seems like. Well, then we don't do anything too. Any red source in the deck? Any red source in the deck? I take this. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. It is a blocker, it gives me a life and it draws a card. And it's also another for this one. So they're gonna start shooting me now, I guess. Yeah. I have to go max damage over there. But yeah, unfortunate the way we draw, of course. I cannot shock myself. If they burn me down, they burn me down. But I cannot take another 2 damage here. I need to get some life first. If they play a creature, I can at least block. Even if it's a nemesis. Claw, okay. That is fine, I can deal with Claw. We're going on 5. Okay. Only 1 red mana. Only 1 red mana. I would need to draw, if possible. I think it is the Emissary into a Rose. Gives me the life, gives me a flyer to block a bird and get rid of the claw. Of course I wish I could have done it differently, but sometimes we have to play non-optimal ways. We're still on 6, which is a bit of a problem, but we get 3 life here. Nemesis is really bad. Okay, that's good. That is good for me. Okay, so how do we do this? I think we're gonna just draw and gain life. I'm gonna play this one. I will not attack here. I keep up my torch here. Sacrificing this one. Okay, this one I can block. We don't even have to sacrifice. It's risky, but I think it's better to do it like this. If they have a burn spell plus pump, it is quite annoying. Yeah, they have. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, well, couldn't do anything here anyways. I will block this claw. I have to. I will have to block this. But I have another spell. Painful. Well, at least... Well, the good part is, at least I didn't got anything from it.
My purpose is clear. Even these strange
This one is what we get.
me.
I do want to make sure that we are able to block as much as we can.
All to ease bow to your
Getting some tokens in. I still need to keep my flyer back.
this technology.
Still need to keep the flyer back. We have 7 life and they just try to top deck and we can block here with the gnome, which is really good. Okay, there's a land and that's probably game. Yeah, the gnome here, really, really strong. get Tezzeret ult ready,
I am in charge. My network is already
which is super
back.
important.
All too. I expect success. Mine is an endless army of technology. There is no system I can't improve.
Do we have artifact? Yeah, we can get rid of the bird too. So yeah, I don't think we in that much of trouble. Double harvester here, pretty powerful. Should not have attacked with this harvester though. That's my bad. But if they just draw a bird, it's not good enough too. It's 2 damage. They could get rid of my Tezzeret here, but they're on 13. And I do have artifacts here to shoot. So I have 4 damage here, and then we have the Tezzeret that pumps this as well. You can also pump this one, of course. So yeah, pretty good position here. And we can get another one of these to get another 2 damage from this one. So yeah, we managed here quite well in this situation. I wonder what they're looking for. Like, we have 7 life. Which is, yeah, it's good.
I expect success. Bow to your new overlord. Every piece.
We going ham here. We exile that one there, so they don't get a draw. Oh my god, that's my bad. Oh my god, that's such an oops. Sorry guys, that's on me. I wanted to shoot face and exile.
My network is
Well, sometimes
already back.
that's how we do it. It's a good blocker. Wow, that was really stupid. Sorry. That was next level stupid. Well, sometimes, you know, we misclick. We already further in the brain than we actually are in the game. We have a flyer blocker, 0-3, and we can shoot twice, so that's it. Yeah, that was my bad. That is my bad. What do they have? Nemesis is annoying, but we can block with the gnome. They do have the trampler though, but still, it's fine. And we shoot now for 4 damage, so they go on 4. Yeah. Still a misplay there, but yeah, it worked out, so GG. We won the rock, paper, scissors. We can keep this hand. It's quite a funny hand though, to be fair. I'm gonna keep this one. It could hurt if they have red, but I want to play. I'm gonna risk this for the biscuit. I do want to have maximized tokens. Fountainport here is a bit sad, but yeah, we can go weapons manufacturing turn 2, and if we find a land, we can maybe do something. Well, this changes a little bit here. I do think we still set this up. It shocks me though, but what can I do? So we can kill the mouse. I need to find a land here to not die stupidly fast. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Sometimes, you know, you have the lands that you don't want, and that is totally fair. Bolt wave. Okay, so we can punish that one at least. I really need to find a land though. Okay, so this changes a little bit now. Yeah, mana is a bit scuffed right now. We need this. This is so not fair. Okay. They may have a nemesis, which is a problem, but I have to get rid of this. I do risky things, but just to make sure that I cannot go higher. Well, that is fine with me. That is totally fine by me. Well, sometimes the risky things pay off, right? Why? They were like, I can do this. Oh, he shoot that as well. Yeah, I shoot that as well. I know you can do this. Not too happy, but we have a lot of removal. I just don't want to face any Azorius type deck here. If you face a creature-based deck, you can play this. This is more creature-based. It's good for me. Better for me. Usually these colors show me like rabbits, tokens, counters, seam rip. Okay, seam rip it is. Seam rip it is. So maybe mob token side. The Hydra we get rid of. Let's play better for our life total here. Okay, that's Hydra. I could get my 1/1 there, but I don't think so. Especially if they play a creature-based deck. Voice, yeah. 2 creatures. It's a bit funny. Not gonna lie. But yeah, this one we get. And after that we cannot really do something else. We only have removal, but we don't have tokens, which is kinda rare in this type of deck. Okay, they have to do this. Yeah. Which is not good for me. Double Serum. It's funny. Can we find anything here? We cannot. It's a bit unfortunate, of course. If you flood and have only these cards, then yeah, so be it. We take damage. Would like to find anything good here. Anything good. Opponent definitely has the hand while we draw lands and we just concede. What is this hand? What is this hand? What in the world? This is the worst hand I had ever with this deck, and sometimes this happens. We can keep this. We can keep this. Okay. Preferably play Factory. Cannot play Factory. Okay. If we can remove as much as we can, it's nice. But yeah, I cannot play the Factory there. I'm happy to see this. They could have counter, of course. Of course. Just try to get rid of all the cards they play. We have 2 damage and 3 damage. Oh, here we just play this one. Another counter. Okay. Sure. Sure. Chocobo. And we get rid of Chocobo. Pretty good draw. Off the top there. But no pay off, which is nice for me. We have another counter. Okay, so here maybe... yeah, we do have 3-3. Gonna make a 3-3 token. And we're gonna attack. Can play a vacuum here, which is still nice. Gives me still something for the voyage home. Okay. We're gonna sacrifice it. Gonna make some creatures here to attack. Did they have Smuggler Suppress? Could be. I have to do it. If they have another counter, then, well, you have it. You have it. The point is like, let's play just counters. 3 counters. It's a good land. We're going in here. They could have a Smuggler Surprise, so we're going attack first. But they can only play 1 creature of it.
Everything you own.
You have another counter. Do you have another counter?
This technology is advanced.
They have the land here.
Make yourself useful.
But they will tap out too much mana here. They have a lot of lands. They definitely have a lot of lands. Hey, sometimes all you need is these extruders and some robots, right? Okay. We have a weapons manufacturing though. Yeah, we go like this. If it's mono red, then we also want to not shock ourselves. Yeah, I don't have a removal yet, so... Oh, we don't have removal. It's painful. I was hoping to not see a creature here. Can die. Can die. What do you want to do? We can block at least. I need to find a land though. Do they have it? Of course they do. Okay, so we take a lot of damage. We need to find a land. In that case, we have to block. We do have to block. We need... If I have a land here, then yeah. But I need to draw to find it. Yeah, it's damage. I get it. You're really good. Okay. You have 8. That's a land. That's another land. So we can get rid of 2 parts. Oh my god, the tapping is ridiculous. I hate to lose like this. Can you fucking auto tap or not do this? This auto tapper. Really painful. Really, really painful. But they don't have a land here, which is nice. They go on me, huh? That's good. Almost punished here. Okay. Getting almost punished big time.
I am in charge. My will is my own.
Getting almost punished big time. Yeah, let's get rid of everything.
Technology is advanced.
Let's get rid of everything.
Bow to all too easy. Even the smallest trinket has its
Let's get rid of everything. I kind of want to keep the food there. So this is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna do it. This is absolutely wild. Yeah, this is sometimes like when I see this, I'm shocked. And I did the auto tap got me, and we still went there, which is crazy. Yeah, Tezzeret is brutal. Well, this deck is way more powerful than I expected. I mean, I had an idea that it's gonna be strong, but my god, our turns are crazy. You do so many things with so many cheap spell. I love Magic like this. Of course, you all know I'm a control player, but if I can have these powerful turns with like Tezzeret, it's so nice. Sometimes I have to say I want to play Tezzeret just to get the value, but sometimes we are forced to actually play our cards to survive. Don't shy back to do that. You can still play Tezzeret after and still have powerful turns. Definitely make sure you survive and you can still get a great bot after. And yeah, super cool deck. I want to play this in best of 3 on stream, so definitely check out my Twitch link down below. And if you want, and maybe I should make always a community message here if I stream. Maybe one day I will also multi-stream. I still have to set it up. But yeah, if you like my content, feel free to subscribe and like this video, comment, of course. It helps me a lot. I'm already really grateful for all the support I get from you all. And yeah, with no further ado, I wish you all a good day, good night, wherever you are.